Brrr. I can tell the weather has changed significantly since last time I was out here checking the stairs. And it's been about, week and a half since I checked them last, if you were with me. And I want to check and see on this bottom step if it's hard. Now, because you remember, the last time we were here, I put some right here on this bottom step. Well, I put it all over. Look at this. What's going on here? Discoloration on here. Almost. It almost looks like an animal's pissed on it. I don't think it has. I'm not sure what it is though. That's caused it to yellow like that. Look at that. Now I know it did rain here one day when I was gone, and let's just feel this. Yes, this is pretty hard now. This is the first step here, and it's actually really nice. I knew eventually it would harden up. The longer I stayed off it, and then once the weather got colder and at nights and stuff, that rubberized material underneath here, after it's skinned up, would harden up. And sure enough, it has hardened up. Now, with it raining once, I don't know, that actually, I don't know if that's a good thing or not, because what I could do is check the weather again. I wasn't planning on doing anything else for the winter. I was deciding to just leave this. I wasn't even gonna paint the stucco or paint this trim. I was just gonna leave it this way and let it go all winter and see how it held up. But what I could do, I could wipe these steps down, and this yellow would probably stay there to a certain extent, and that would tell me in the slight areas where it's still slightly low, you see what I mean? And I could go over those areas with a little bit more of this coating, of the roofing coating material if I wanted. I'll have to keep that in mind. I'm not gonna do that today or anything. But all of these are nice and hard, and where it's dipped down, I can kind of feel that little section's low. See, right in there. This I can tell. This is low, where it's dipped down. And so, yeah, I could do that. This is dipped down right there. Okay. So tomorrow, or during the week, if I see the weather changing a little bit, and I can see where it's kind of slightly dipped a little bit, I could put a little bit more on there. But that's not that bad. That's not very much. If water accumulated there, it's only gonna raise up about a 1/16 of an inch before it flows down the step, hits here, fills this little void until it flows down. These steps are like 99, 98% better than what they were. Okay? So I'm gonna have to make that decision. You're gonna have to make it too. That's all I got for this time. But I'll be back with more videos. And I hope you've learned something on how to repair your stairs. If you have any wood stairs like these that I had, you might want to try it with roofing material on here rather than anything else. These were glue lam beam stair treads, meaning a 2x4, 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 2x4 on edge like that. This is one 2x4 right there, glued to another one, another one. That's why I call it a glue lam beam material. And it's the same size as a 4x12 material. Okay, I tried all kinds of ways to try to patch that for the last several winters, and nothing worked. Everything kept cracking up, you know, during the winter, and then after all the snow melted, March, I'd come down here, April, and everything was well, parts of it, portions of it were lifting, were cracked, were loose. I don't think I'm going to get that on these. Okay, if you saw all those other videos before this, you'll have seen how I caulked it, how I put webbing tape down, how I put webbing cloth down, how I put the primer down, how I put the roofing material down there, and all that. You go to my main YouTube channel page, click on playlists, scroll down to dry rot deck repairs, dry rot deck stair repairs. You'll find them, okay? And you'll see all of the work that was entailed in getting this all the way up to here, okay? And like I say, to do 100%, I could get my paint that matches the stucco and cut in all the areas all the way around these stairs where the roofing material got on the stucco. You see what I mean? And then that same paint, when I have it out, I'll paint this here. Remember, this was all cracked, and I had to dig all that stuff out, and I've got this same paint. I can paint over there 2 coats, and then I would put probably 2 coats over the stucco, okay? And that would fix all that, all right? But like I said, I may not decide to do that this winter. It's fall now, it's the end of October, first part of November, and I could just leave it like this and wait until March, April, see how well this stuff holds up. I have a feeling it's going to hold up really good. And then next summer, I can touch these stairs up, whatever I think, put a little bit more caulking in, put a little bit more stair or roofing material on here, raise these up. If I decide not to do it now, I can decide to do it now, and then in the spring do it again if I wanted. Do you see? And I could do that, or I could just leave it. But if I did it now, I would need to wipe all this stuff off of here. And then if this stuff holds up, then, and I'm pretty sure it's going to, then next summer what I can do is I can pick a color paint to paint these stairs. I don't want to leave these stairs white, you know, every year. I could paint these. And when we first purchased this house a few years ago, this was these stairs were kind of a sludgy green color, and greenish brown color. And I might do something like that, probably something a little bit darker than this to hide all of the marks and imperfections and foot traffic and all that kind of stuff. But I wanted to wait until this winter is over to make sure that this stuff is going to hold. Do you see what I mean? And then, can you paint over roofing material? Well, I've never done it before, but I believe I can. And I think I would use probably a rubberized paint material and get it tinted a darker color, and probably put 2 coats of that on. Now, mind you, this is already rubberized. This is that roofing material. It's designed to last for 12 years. If this was a roof, it's designed to last on top of the roof for 12 years in snow conditions and rain conditions and whatever kind of conditions. So I feel pretty confident that it's going to work pretty good on these stairs. Okay, so could I technically use an exterior paint, latex paint? Maybe. I have a feeling latex exterior paint may have a tendency to want to crack and peel up off of here, so that's why I think I would use something else. Maybe even that epoxy type paint that you put in a garage floors. You can get that in a gallon container that's washable, that with soap and water after you put it on. You don't even have to mix it. It's not a two-part mix. I've seen that. My neighbor just put that in his garage, and it cost about $52 a gallon, and it was a kind of a dark grayish color, medium gray, and that looked pretty good. And I could do something like that here. Okay, so any type of thing like that. I hope this has given you some ideas for your stairs.